guys, here we are at the start of another chapter. So here we're looking at exponentials and logarithms. Now I have a confession here, I'm not really looking forward to this chapter. Logarithms seem to cause a lot of confusion, they're a bit boring, they're a bit tedious. At uni I had to write a 10-page essay on Matey Boy who came up with logarithms, John Napier, Scottish. Completely boring, but we've got to do them, so we're going to do them. I'm going to hopefully make them simple and straightforward. So as always, in this video we're going to go over a brief overview of stuff we're going to be doing here, and then we'll get cracking with the real work. Okay, now first up, not too bad, exponentials are quite nice. So exponentials are things of the form y equals a to the power of x, where a is greater than 0. Now we get different graphs depending on whether a is between 0 and 1 or if it's greater than 1. So we're going to look at the graphs of each case, and then we're actually going to meet something quite cool, which is y equals e to the power of x. Now e is Euler's constant. It's one of the most important numbers in existence. It's actually part of the trigonometric functions. It's very useful. It actually comes from compound interest, believe it or not. So if you're interested in that, look up Euler's constant. It is pretty cool. So then we'll be dealing with things to do with that too. Okay, then we'll be looking at logs, logarithms for short. Who can be bothered to keep saying logarithm? Let's call it a log. So, I'm gonna obviously take you through the notation, what logs are. Basically, they are the inverse function of an exponential, but we'll go over that in far more detail. Then we're going to have a cheeky candies at their graphs and what they look like. And then we're going to start to use logs to solve equations. Before we can do that, we're going to need to learn the laws of logs. So I'll go over that first, and then we will start to look at solving equations involving exponentials and logarithms. So we will be able to solve things like 2 to the power x equals 9 using logarithms. We can do far more complicated things than that, but that's one sort of equation that we can solve using logs. It's going to be fun. Okay, and then lastly we're going to be looking at modelling. So you might have seen at GCSE exponential growth and decay. You might have seen that in past papers or in your own papers. Don't know, haven't seen them yet. But we're going to go through that again in a lot more detail. And then also we're going to be looking at logarithmic graphs and something called linear interpolation. So that is basically about if you've got data that isn't behaving necessarily how you want it to, sometimes getting logs involved will make the data fit to roughly a straight line. So it makes it easier to deal with. So we have got a lot to do. Better get cracking. Take it easy, guys.